video is going to be about the Depo birth control shot. I was on it for like 2 years, from 10th grade to 12th grade. When I first got on the shot, let me start by saying that it was forced upon me. I wasn't 18. My mother wanted me on it, so at that time it was her decision. Before getting the shot, though, I did do some research, and I never wanted to be on it from the beginning because I found some really scary stuff out. When I researched it on the internet, it was talking about how you can have like bone density or whatever, like you can lose density in your bones. You say it like that. How it makes you gain weight, and how it messes with your hormones, and how it can cause cancer, and like just a bunch of negative things. So before I got on the birth control, I was getting my period regularly. I got my first period when I was like 10. So from 10 to about 15, I got my period every month. Never skipped a month, never late. It was like about every 29 days my period came on. So when I got my first shot, I think I bled for like a few months. But after the first few months, like maybe 2 or 3 months, my period completely stopped. So I convinced my mother when I got to 12th grade to let me get off of it. It was like probably towards the end of 12th grade because I had gained so much weight. My first shot, I weighed like 125, like 125, max 130. When I graduated, I weighed 155, almost 160. So I went from 125 to 160 in 2 years. So because of that, she let me get off of it, but she made me take the pills or whatever. So I took the pills for about a month, and then I stopped taking them or whatever throughout the rest of my 12th grade year, but she thought I still was taking them. And then I turned 18, and it was my decision altogether. So my experience with birth control was a horrible one. So like I was saying, that I didn't get my period the whole time I was on birth control, besides the first 2-3 months when I bled all throughout those months. And then when I started on the pill, I was getting my period back every month. When I stopped the pill, so I wasn't on no birth control at all, which was around summer, I went from getting my period every month to every 3 months. I went to the doctor. I went to my regular doctor first, and then I went to the gynecologist, and he did a pap smear, and he drew some blood and ran some tests, and he told me everything was okay, and he gave me a prescription for birth control, and he told me I should bring my period back. But I figured since everything was okay, I really wasn't missing my period, and I was at this time really against birth control because I felt like it caused all this anyway. So why would I just get back on it? So I went from getting my period every month to every 3 months. I kind of got used to that or whatever. I was okay just knowing wasn't nothing wrong or whatever. That's what the doctor said. So after that, I missed my period. After my 3rd month, it was like the 4th month, didn't get a period. It was the 5th month, didn't get a period. So I went back to the doctor, and same thing, ran some tests, and throughout this time too, I was steady gaining weight. He ran some tests, and it said nothing was wrong. He gave me another prescription for the not the double shot, but for the pills or whatever. And again, I didn't take them because I felt like all this was due to birth control. He told me my hormones was off balance, and it would balance it back out. But before, when I was taking them in 12th grade, I was getting a period, but not long after I stopped, my period stopped. So what that mean? I have to take birth control for the rest of my life. So whatever. I didn't take them, and I went to get my period every 6 months, and now I haven't had a period in almost a year. Like August or September would make a year. I haven't had a period. So I went from every month to not getting it, to back to every month, to every 3 months, to every 6 months. And now I don't get a period at all. In August I'll be 21. So if I make it all the way to August, it will be a year. And my only concern with that really is, like I said, do I have to be on birth control for the rest of my life to keep getting my period? So, because my period not coming, I mean I'm not ovulating. I don't have any kids. I don't plan on having any kids anytime soon. But I am 21, so somewhere down the line, I don't want this to be an issue. So, does this mean I can't have kids now? Like, will it be harder for me? Did it mess up anything? I was researching YouTube videos about the Depo shot, and I seen one lady experience, and she was saying how her hands was falling asleep, and it was getting numb, and her feet were doing the same thing, and she was catching cramps. And then I thought about it. Well, it just came to me because I never thought it was because of the Depo shots, but I have been feeling the same things, or having the same symptoms throughout the years or whatever, and it did start in high school. My hands would numb up really bad, like fall asleep. That's what I call it. It would fall asleep. It would get really numb, and I have sharp pains, and I would move it, and I would try to like get it to come back, and it just wouldn't for a long time, and my feet would do the same thing, and I could like move the wrong way, and I would just catch a cramp in my leg. Like I can be laying in bed and like move to get up, and I would just have a sharp pain running throughout my leg. Or I could be walking, like just regular walking, like walking from one class to the next, and my leg would just give out because it just like cramped up so bad. And at the time, I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, okay, maybe everyone's body does this. And I could be wrong. Do y'all bodies do this, or is it just me? But after looking at her video, I kind of put two and two together. So maybe it was the Depo shot. I was on Depo for 2 years, and again, when I started, I weighed like 125. When I got off of it, I was weighing like 155, 160. Now, 3 years later, I weigh about 180 to 185. This is the biggest I ever been my whole life. And I've had gym memberships. It's been times where I was going to the gym twice a day. I've been eating properly and everything, and it's like I'll lose like 15 pounds, but I can't keep off the weight, and it's really, 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 really hard to lose. The only time I ever really just lost the weight is I went to a diet doctor, and he shot me with B12. He gave me some appetite pills. He gave me some water pills, and it was like, I think they were vitamin pills, and within a month, I lost like 15 pounds, but as soon as I stopped taking those pills, it's like my weight doubled back. Like 2 months after that, it just came back twice as worse, or whatever. I hate Depo. Everybody's experience is different. I mean, it's a birth control. I feel like it does stop you from having babies. Oh, another thing. I really do feel like they mess with your hormones, like with the period thing. It just kind of confirmed my little theory. But I just noticed that with me, like with my emotions and stuff, it's been years, and so I shouldn't act the same way I act when I was 15. Now that I'm 20, about to be 21. But I've noticed a big difference, a big change in how I am. Like, I'm way more emotional, and I get mad like really, really fast. Like I go from 0 to 100. I was never like this. I always been kind of quiet, kind of shy. Totally different. Like the littlest thing will tick me off now. Like stuff that shouldn't bother you, it just bothers me. Like it gets me really upset. And then when I look back on the situation, it kind of be like, okay, yeah, maybe that person was wrong, but it wasn't that serious. The only thing that I can say about the Depo shot is, I mean, it's a birth control. So what is for? I guess it works because I didn't get pregnant, but hell, might as well have all the other issues I have, and this is just so far. And I remember doing some research on it, and it was saying that like it stays in your system for 10 years or something. Well, it can stay into your system for up to 10 years. So like the same side effects that you would be getting while you was on it, you could get it for up to 10 years. And I don't know if that's what's going on with me or not. But basically, I hate Depo. Not just Depo, it made me hate all birth controls. Like, I feel like just use a condom. It's not worth it.